Buddy, how you doing there, buddy? All right, alrighty. Let me fix this. Ah, uh, there. Up. There we go. Hello, Ghost Hive. I have lights here. Yay! Trying to think. Hello, AR Collects and Madara. Trying to match maybe blue. Ooh, I'm green. You're hungry. I thought you ate it already. Happy Spawn 30th anniversary. Yay! Red. Red. Hello, Snow Saiyan. There's blue. No, that's too dark. Yellow. Is that orange or yellow? That's. I don't even know what color that is. Ah, there's a blue. Blue. I could do red. I could also make it change color. What is this? Whoops. Ah, blue. It's blue. Yay. What if it would look better? Nah, I think it would look better shining on me. S.H.Figuarts is going to reveal Itachi and Shangri Labird guy. What's up, CM Brock? Yeah, that's what that other one was. It was some bird dude from what you just said, Madara. But yeah, Itachi is 100% the other one. A lot of people are saying it's Shanks, but they literally said it was a Naruto character. Yes, Sunraku or Sunraku. That kind of gives a red tint, doesn't it? Oh no, it's a techno party. It's a rave. Yeah, I don't want that. Those are different colors. They're spinning in a circle. I guess I'll just leave that. Yeah, so I made a let's move you guys closer here, shall we? Cool big bird design. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people kept saying it was shit, what is the third Hokage's name? Damn it! Don't you hate when that happens? Tom. Tom said, "Hey DD19, I can't wait. Just ordered my Mezco Spider-Man. I know there is a big head issue people have, but I love Deco's art. Ditko's art, so it speaks to me a lot genuinely. And only issue I have is the angle sucks. Yeah, Saratobi, that's it. Thank you, Madara and Ghost Top. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you like that, look, you could like whatever you want. You know, not everybody's gonna like something. Everybody's gonna have different opinions about stuff, but you could like whatever you want, even if like the head's a little too big or something. If you dig it, I mean, dig it, man. You could like it. Like, don't just because other people don't like something doesn't mean like you have to be forced to feel like an outcast or something. I mean, we're figure collectors already, so we're kind of like outcasts in a way anyway. But yeah, if you like it, man, go for it. Like if you can't wait for it and you're happy you're gonna get it, hell yeah. What's something I liked that people didn't really like? Um, like when the S.H. Figuarts Winter Soldier came out, I didn't think the face sculpt was the best, but it was still okay to me. But a lot of people hated it, and I understand why they did. I mean, it definitely was not identical to Sebastian Stan. Is that his name? Or Sebastian? Yeah, Sebastian Stan. I always mix up Sebastian Stan with Sebastian Shaw, which is a villain from X-Men. I always mix up their names, but even though it didn't look perfect, it still kind of looked like him a little bit, but not much. So I mean, even like the Buzz mod Rurouni Kenshin, I mean the head does look a little too big, but it still looks like a really good figure, you know? So just because other people don't like something doesn't mean that like you're an outcast for liking it. If you like that design, of Spider-Man, that's awesome, bro. But yeah, it there's so many different the heck? There's so many different Spider-Man designs too. So there's just I don't even know, probably hundreds, maybe even thousands. Hello, laughing coffin, laughing coffin. Gosab, are you sure it wasn't Toji? I wish it was Toji. I did just get this from Mezco, actually. Speaking of Mezco, Snake Eyes was just one of my favorite characters, and this is like the obvious like OG version. It does have Timber too. I didn't take Timber out yet, but man, they holy shit, they loaded him up with accessories. I barely even had. We have the gun, so you get two different swords. You have the knife that you peg in on the back here. You have his handgun there. He comes with a gun blast effect. He has a bunch of throwing stars, a bunch of like the little bladed things, not kunai. A ton of hands, some other hands with like a wind whoosh with a throwing star in the end of it. I forgot what the other one is, but he has Timber. Timber has a bunch of different faces. It's a really, really cool Snake Eyes. Like when Mezco, I'm really not collecting Mezco as much. If they make a favorite character of mine, I'm gonna get it. Like Snake Eyes. And then I have Ninja Turtles on pre-order, so I'm getting that pack as well. But this is a really and the ankle joints, man. Look at that. That's really nice ankle joints for a Mezco, bro. I mean, that's definitely 40, a little more than 45 degrees at least. So he does have some nice ankle joints. He has, I mean, the pretty basic articulation, but the ankle joints are really nice on this figure. And the accessories, like, holy guacamole. Like, he has a ton of them. Like, let me show you here. So he has these, which have the two swords. So you got his OG sword. I don't know how well you guys could see that. You have the gun blast effect. Oh, that's I didn't even notice it had a silencer right here. This is where the other sword and sheath was, the knife with the little knife sheath. Then you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 freaking hands. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and then over here, he has what is that, a Uzi that he had? He had that. He has the mag in it, and then an extra mag. Whoops. Then he has these two bladed like knives. I forgot what those are called. You have the handgun. It had a mag in it. And you get another one. Don't call them clips. They are magazines. Oh, all right. So he has a 3-section bow staff, right? You get 6 grenades, 6 throwing star. Oh wait, maybe they are kunai, and you get 6 kunai. I thought they were like little bladed weapons. Then All right, then you get this, which is really cool. So it has like a wind type effect, translucent. It's his right hand, like he just threw them. And then you have a throwing star in each one, so that's pretty cool. This is probably definitely one of the coolest Snake Eyes figures. Yeah, Mezco isn't the best with articulation. I mean, they're decent enough. I mean, hold on, one behind on comments. I'm just trying to show this off first, then I will go back and read that. King Bob. Yes, I do remember you from the live stream. All right, so then you also have the base for the stand, the bag, the arm and clamp here. Then you have Timber, and then he has 2 alternate head sculpts. Then you get another hand. What is he throwing? I think it's a grenade. Yeah, I think he's throwing a grenade. Yeah, that looks like a grenade. So same thing as like the throwing star one, but it's a grenade. So that's pretty dope. And that's the right hand too. That's cool, man. I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of Mezco as I used to be, but the one thing I always loved about Mezco is specific figures. Most of their stuff, most of their stuff, they would really hook you up with accessories, but then you would get a figure here and there, like Superman, with barely any accessories. So here's their Timber. Okay, so you have just the basic head sculpt there. I mean, it is sculpted and painted really nice. I like how the white blend or the gray blends to like a darker gray than to a very dark gray at the top. Sculpted real well too. Has articulation. I mean, he has two joints here, but it's such a furry animal, like it restricts the articulation. Then I love the head sculpts. So you get so you have the basic one, you have like the angry teeth gritted one for a dog, like like I'm about to bite the shit out of you. And then you have I'm biting the shit out of you. Head sculpt for him. Like that's pretty freaking vicious, man. That's actually pretty scary. Kind of looks like a werewolf, to tell you the truth. Like it's a really good figure though. Like if you want a good Snake Eyes, I definitely do recommend this. Especially like the older style Snake Eyes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So yeah, I mean this timber's pretty much the same as like how the articulation wise. It reminds me a lot of the Hasbro one with articulation. I mean, how much different can you make it? You know, very similar, yeah, to the Hasbro classified series, Snake Eyes and Timber 2 pack. So very similar to that. I mean, Hasbro did a good job with theirs. So Snake Eyes is pretty decent. The torso was a bit jarring because of the design just stopping. It makes the torso look short to me. Oh, you talking about like where the belt starts at? So it kind of makes his torso not look as long. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, it is a really cool figure. I like how they gave him like his regular sword. Oh, that's stuck in there. Whoops. And then they give him like a proper ninja sword here, which is pretty cool. Very, very nice. And it fits in there like perfectly. And then once you go, it's stuck in there, so it's not gonna fall out. And then this gun here, you can extend that piece. That's pretty cool. I mean, I like how they give you extra mags, but I don't like taking them out because then they don't like pop in. Uh, they end up like falling out. You know what I mean? And since that's happened with my Mezco figures multiple times, I just don't take the mags out anymore. I mean, it's cool to have it, but it's kind of like a pointless like accessory. You know, the dog ain't Asian. Where was I with L comments? Oh, Ghost Tab. Yeah, the Snake Eyes movie was horrible. But yeah, the design was good. I don't know how you drop the ball on a Snake Eyes movie. And really, the only big ninja movie to beat or be better than is Ninja Assassin. Name a better ninja movie. I never saw the Atkins one. I don't know how good that one is, but Ninja Assassin to me is the best ninja movie. So it's Snake Eyes. You already got the character. All you need to do, like, I don't get these companies, like whoever writes these screenplays, like, bro, take it out of the goddamn comic books, dude. Like Storm Shadow was horrible in it. The actor playing Snake Eyes, pretty whack. The story was just garbage, straight garbage. My God, what a bad movie, dude. I was so disappointed with that. I prefer the GI Joe movies with Snake Eyes than Snake Eyes actual movie. Like you guys, and now they're gonna combine them with Transformers. So it's like, have you? I mean, I guess the first GI Joe was pretty successful, but you had mixed reviews with that movie, and then the sequel, you know, and then Snake Eyes solo movie, people didn't like, dude. Moderate. My dog is laying in my bed right now. Ah, copycat. It's like sword arts. Oh, so that anime Shangri, am I saying it right? Shangri-La Frontier is like sword art online, but good. See, I don't really like anime like that. Like solo leveling, I like because it's their real world thing. I don't like when they get thrown in a video game, and I just I don't like that concept. You know, like I like it when it's their real world. Like solo leveling is pretty good with very video gamey though. but it's their real world. Like it merged with whatever world it is. And then like Berserk or Goblin Slayer, that's the world they live in. Like that I don't mind, but when it's like sword art or Rising of the Shield Hero, I'm not really into that stuff where they get thrown into video games. But those are super popular anime series. Um, I wonder how they are going to do Itachi's sort of coat jacket, whatever. I hope if they do plastic, it's like Obito. Also, we need soft goods on it that are not. No, so Tamashi Nation's already said that all the Akatsuki members, all their Akatsuki coats, robes, whatever you guys want to call them, are going to be wired and cloth. So that right there, everybody wiped the sweat off their head. I mean, what they did last time with Itachi wasn't bad, but still, once you put that on him, you couldn't do anything else with him. You know what I mean? So having a cloth wired Akatsuki robe is the route to go. And now you can articulate the figure with that on. So, yeah, because the previous Itachi, once you put it on him, he was pretty much a statue. You know what I mean? So, definitely the way to go. Ghost Hive. Shangri has really cool fights. Recommend for the fights. Tom, Mezco's doing really good with GI Joe currently. Who else did they release besides Snake Eyes? Was it Duke? I know somebody or one or two figures released. I did pre-order Storm Shadow. Whenever it's a Storm Shadow Snake Eyes figures, excuse me, I'll always get them like the Hasbro ones. I have a couple Snake Eyes, and I have the one good Storm Shadow that they did, the one with this the sleeveless look. Snow Saiyan, are you going to get the King Cold figure? Probably not. I'm not the biggest King Cold fan. I do want to get Mecha Frieza though, so I'll probably end up getting Mecha Frieza. Oh yeah, I read that one. Tom, can't wait for TMNT. They're shipping soon. Heard. Yeah, Tom, the Mezco TMNT set should be hitting retailers, like where you pre-ordered them this upcoming week, which that's what my retailer told me. So we should be getting those this week, if anything, next week. But I'm super hyped for those as well. I know most of them is sculpted and just plastic, which I'm glad and fine with. But they did give like cloth for like their belts or harnesses and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. S.H.Figuarts reviews. What brand is that? For the Snake Eyes, that's the Mezco 112 Snake Eyes. It literally just released. Sure, Aiden. Here you go. Here, Aiden. Yeah, that cost me like $100. Ghost Tab. I had to pay my taxes for the year, so I'll wait a refund to buy toys like a responsible adult. Oh, I hate taxes now, especially with having that key business. Ay, ay, ay. Madara, imagine if Mezco made Naruto figures. I mean, it would be pretty interesting if Mezco tried to do anime stuff. I don't know how good they would do though. Like domestic companies really they just I don't know, they just don't do them as good as import companies, you know what I mean? So what would be cool to see Mezco do is maybe like Star Wars characters or Lord of the Rings or something. I think that is definitely stuff they could like knock out of the park. Solo leveling this week was a recap episode that early already. That was the eighth episode, and you already put a recap in it. Like I understand when like Naruto would overdo it though. I understand when like One Piece does it because they're what 1100 episodes into the anime, so that's understandable when One Piece does like a recap episode. Like they did one not this past episode, the one before that, but just of Trafalgar Law because he was having a big battle with Blackbeard. So that's understandable. Or when they did the thousandth episode, they kind of did like a little recap of each Straw Hat and introducing them, you know, and made sense because it was the thousandth episode of One Piece, and you know, not a lot of manga or anime series get that far. Madara, I wonder if you could use those Kanai and throwing star effects for Naruto figures. Yeah, I mean it's 1/12 scale. They might be a little whoops. They might be a little smaller, but you could use them. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, wait, I have Kakashi right here, but he's in pose. Like they're not gonna be as thick as the ones like the Naruto figures have, but just to give you an idea, you ever hear people when they say idea, like it's usually older people, like my mom's age, like 50s, 60s, they say idea with an R at the end. It's like, why are you saying it with an R? So there they are right there next to Kakashi. I mean, you could use them. They do seem like a little smaller compared to what they use in the anime, but I mean, you could still make it work. I feel like every Naruto figure should have a freaking kunai and a gripping hand for it. Like Kakashi didn't get one. Meanwhile, his last figure, I think, got two. It's like, bro, come on, dude. You couldn't have given him one kunai? At least give them one kunai each. Because I think Naruto got one, and I think that's it. I don't think Sakura got one. I don't think Sasuke did. Orochimaru didn't have one. Obito didn't have one. Kakashi didn't have one. So pretty much all the figures besides Naruto, and Kid Sasuke got kunai, or didn't get kunai. Hello, Miguel Chavez. Gustav, what material is the Snake Eye suit? Rubber or fabric? Um, it's like an elastic. It's like elastic, and then they painted like that black rubbery paint on it. Kind of like if you know what our Batman capes are made out of, similar fabric like that, but under it's that like stretchy elastic fabric, which it seems like when Mezco, this type of fabric can damage over time, so what's the best way to keep that from? Because it like starts ripping and tearing up, and it starts looking like real bad. Somebody showed a shit. What figure was it? Was it a Spider-Man? Black suits, Spider-Man? No, somebody else. But like the whole rubbery looking fabric was getting all torn up and ripped up and stuff. And I don't know what it was from. I don't know if they had it in front of like the sun on like in front of a window and the sun was hitting it and damaged it or something, or they're articulating the hell out of it, or it just did that over time. I don't know, maybe like oil or something keeps it like fresh. You know what I mean? So when you get that type of fabric that's like that pleathery type material, it seems like what Mezco uses, it can damage, you know? Mezco has been revealing really good stuff recently, except for Miles. Yes, he looks really weird. I'm excited for the Bat stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Batman the Animated Series stuff and Captain America, though. Yeah, the Batman and Joker from Batman Animated Series from Mezco do look pretty cool, and that's the first time we're going to get Batman the Animated Series figures in 1/12 scale with cloth clothing, so a lot of people, it probably piqued a lot of people's interest. Uh, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I liked the show when I was younger, but I never liked the designs of them. I know a lot of people love it, which is fine. It's just not my, like, I never really liked that animation style. And even when they did it with Superman, I didn't like it. I'm very picky with animation style. I do wish, like, American animators, like, when they do comic book stuff, I wish they would try to do a more like anime approach. You know what I mean? Like the way the fighting is. Sometimes they do it. Like some of the DC movies, animated movies, are animated really good. Like I didn't like the way they looked in Batman versus Ninja Turtles. I did not like Batman's design. I don't like that real blocky chin. I didn't really like the way the turtles looked besides Leonardo. And Mikey looked all right. I didn't like the way Raph looked, and I hated the way Donatello looked. But there's some animation styles I hate. You know, I don't like to use that word a lot because it's a very strong word, but I'm just very picky with animation style. But those Batman the Animated Series, the Batman and Joker, do look pretty good. Captain America looks pretty good. I don't think they made a comic Captain America since their like first one, which was years ago. Yeah, the Miles Morales looks really bad, really bad, and his the face looks bad, and even his cloth clothing, it looks like a render. It doesn't look like the actual figure. You know what I mean? From what they showed, and then they showed. I think there was one more thing they showed. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, Mezco really needs to. It's cool that they do their own stuff, like their own comic book characters, like those C type heroes and villains, and then they do like the Gomez stuff. I'm not into that stuff at all, which is kind of like what pushed me away from them because they were focusing on that too much over like Marvel, DC stuff, and movie stuff. You know what I mean? So kind of pushed me away from the line. Ghost Tabio Joe, Jasmine. I don't know what that comment meant. Ghost Tab, that dog. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Team Brock, Snake Eyes is pretty. Oh yeah, I read that already. I read that already. And the ultimate ninja weapon. Yeah, right. All ninjas need to have guns now. Alyssa, why? Thank you for subscribering. Ghost Tab, which Snake Eyes costume do you like most? What? Just out of like comic? I don't really remember too many comic. I like his more modern tactical ninja suit. Like I always liked the comic look more for him. Like this OG look isn't bad, but I like the ones where it looks like he has like goggles on instead of like the visor. Like the visor is cool, but I mean the suit isn't bad to tell you the truth. It's just like an older style suit, but I do like more modern tactical Snake Eyes suits. Like I kind of like the one that Ray Park had in the first two GI Joes, but he did have the visor. I think I liked his the second movie costume more. I did like the solo movie Snake Eyes costume, even though we saw it for like 2 seconds. It's like, bro, come on, dude. Um, but there's a GI Joe animated movie that was animated like anime, and I loved what he was wearing in that. I forgot what the name of that was though. I do have it on DVD. It is a really good GI Joe movie because there's an incredible fight with Snake Eyes fighting Storm Shadow, which was so dope. Madara Uchiha. They are making a new Naruto movie, and the guy who directed Shang-Chi is. Oh yeah, the live action Naruto you're talking about, right? Because I know we're getting a live action Naruto movie, which make it a series, man. You got to like, especially with anime. I feel like movies just there's not enough time in movies to put an anime in. There's just so many arcs. Like, look what they did with One Piece. The majority of people liked One Piece, including myself. There are a handful, a few people who didn't like it, which is fine. Everybody has opinions of what they like and dislike. But they took the entire East Blue arc, which was what, like 60, 70 episodes, and they were able to put it into an 1 hour episode series, and it worked. They're able to make it work. Hopefully, next season we'll have 10 episodes. I mean, it's got to. But especially with Naruto, like if they did I mean, they could probably do the Zabuza arc, the very first arc that we got in Naruto. That could probably fit in a movie. Like they could probably tell that in one episode, maybe two, if they did a series. But think about all the other arcs that we have, and that's not even Shippuden. So I feel like it would be so much better if they made Naruto into a series. And they're not. But they are doing My Hero Academia into a series for live action, which should be interesting. That could turn out really good. Naruto could too. It's just, I feel like movies just don't give the writers, directors, whatever, everybody working on it enough time to tell that story. Like I said, they could probably do that very first arc in a movie, and it should be good. They just gotta it's okay switching a few things here and there, but you got to leave like the main things in there, which is pretty much what they did with One Piece. And the creator of Naruto should be an executive producer and pretty much the main dude who allows, like what Ichiro Oda was doing with the live action series. He would not let them do certain things. Thank God. The one thing he didn't want them to do that they made him cave in on was putting Garp in the East Blue arc like that and saying that he's Luffy's grandfather that early on because we don't find that out until the end of Enies Lobby. So that was the one thing Ichiro Oda did not want in the live action series, but they were able to persuade him. You know, I mean, it wasn't bad how they threw Garp in there, and then they were able to give Kobe and Helmeppo a bit more time, which I did. I did like Kobe a lot in the series, and I liked how he had more time to shine, unlike in the anime. I mean, we got a little side story of him with a couple episodes, but it was cool seeing that. I just want to see if they're going to keep the same actor to play him, and if they're going to like beef up from because I don't know if they're going to make Kobe like a secondary story, you know, throughout the series, because we don't really see Kobe again until the end of Enies Lobby, you know? Same with Helmeppo, and that's when they really changed. So, yeah. But, like, there's live action anime that could work. You know, Rurouni Kenshin worked beautifully. They made 5 movies of that. And that's a much shorter series, so it did work out with movies. Naruto's like almost triple the length of Rurouni Kenshin. Um, and they used a lot of like OVA stuff too from stuff they never put in the actual anime. There's like OVA movies of them. I know it's in the manga. The last 2 movies they did, the final, I believe, which actually, funny enough, had McKenyu in it. The guy who played Zoro, he played Anishi, and he was so good as Anishi in that. And then they did like a prequel of how Kenshin fell in love with Anishi's sister and ends up killing her, you know, and it was an accident, which I believe that I never read the manga. I know what the Anishi arc is in the manga. I don't know if that prequel movie arc is. It might just be an OVA or something, but yeah. And there's really not too many other good live action anime adaptations besides Dragon Ball Evolution. Just kidding. I keep telling Star Blast, and Champ knows this too, but I keep telling Star Blast when we do, because we want to do a Dragon Ball Evolution episode, just like trashing it. We were thinking about doing like a watch along and then like stopping it at certain parts and just saying like, but we want to get. I keep telling him we should get Geekdom 101 to do that episode with us because Geekdom, as you guys know, is a huge Dragon Ball fan, but he also loves movies like most people, you know. But he's a big movie buff like me. All right, where was I? Ghost Hub. Is Naruto the anime about sandals? Oh, you mean the movie? Snow Saiyan. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Madara, just curious, what breed of dog is Luffy? He's cute. He's a Maltipoo, so he's a Maltese Poodle mix. My girlfriend is allergic to dogs, so you need to get the ones that people wouldn't be allergic to, and Poodle, because he doesn't have like fur, it's hair. So then if you're allergic to dogs, you wouldn't be allergic to them. Ghost Tab. I can't wait until the Autobots fight Cobra, a group of regular humans. I know, right? They're just gonna instantly kill them. I mean, imagine if they did it like Duke, like powered up with Optimus Prime, and they kind of make it like Pacific Rim. Meanwhile, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. They're probably gonna have the GI Joe dudes like ride in the Autobots when they're vehicles and stuff, but should be interesting, I think. Because really when the last night came out, which was the last movie before the last one. What is there, six of them? Like the last two, I didn't really care for. I've lost interest. I've never been a big Transformers fan to begin with, but I lost interest after, like the first one with Mark Wahlberg, I liked. Extinction, that one I enjoyed, but after that, I just really stopped caring about them. The Bumblebee one I like too, but like GI Joe, they never really established themselves in movies. So it's like you guys are going to throw them in already just because Hasbro owns both of them, you know? And it's like, hey, let's just put them together. It's like, okay, Jason versus Freddy, Alien versus Predator. I wish they would redo Alien versus Predator. And you know, they, you know what I want them to do? I want them to do a goddamn Predator movie where it takes place on the Predator's planet and we follow like a young Yautja. That's what Predators are called from the Predator universe. We follow a young Yautja becoming like an elite. Imagine that, like watching all the hunts he goes on, you know, going higher and higher in ranks. And then like they can communicate with each other. Just do what they did in The Predator, put the subtitles. People don't mind watching movies in other languages or anime, you know, people read subtitles all the time, even in English movies. I do that myself. So I don't know why they don't do that and you just focus on one predator and you just see how they live. How dope of a freaking predator movie would that be, you know? That's what people wanted them to do with Transformers too. Plus, Transformers are speaking English, so you don't need subtitles. I know they do have their own language though, but I know this dude, the dude who just did Prey, the director, I think they gave him the green light for two more Predator movies. One's a direct sequel to Prey, and then the other one's like a different. So it's going to be like in a different time, not back in time, like centuries ago. I don't know if it's going to be in the future, current time, or maybe they move a little more forward. Another thing people would love to see is a predator hunting like samurai during like feudal Japan. That would be so sick too. They kind of gave you a little taste of it in Predators, where the one Yautja fought the Yakuza dude. I think that's the closest we ever got to like a predator fighting like a swordsman with a katana. You know what I mean? Goes top 200 US dollars for King Cold. It comes with the throne. Yeah, I was kind of figuring it did come with the throne. That's why it was pretty pricey. And I mean, it's cool, you know. I'm just like King Cold's fine. To me, he was kind of more of a biatch because he got killed like so quickly. Trunks took him out like that, which was cool because it just showed you how badass this random dude that none of us knew at the time was Trunks. Showed you how badass of a Saiyan he was, you know, because he went Super Saiyan, so obviously he was Saiyan or half Saiyan or something, you know. So it was cool seeing him destroy Frieza and King Cold in an instant, but do I want a King Cold figure? It's cool that we're getting one, but I don't really think I want one for my collection. I would like to get a Mecha Freezer though. That I'll definitely take. But King Cold, I'd rather them make Cooler in his fourth form. Seeing Brock, Destro, Roadblock. Having them fight 101, is that what you're talking about? Or are you just saying you want to see them fight? Ghost Tab. It would be hilarious if Mezco released a Toji figure first. That would be so out of left field and so random. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Figma's like, yo, Toji, bro, Toji. And we'd all be like, yay, because I heard their JJK stuff isn't bad. I only got Nanami and I liked the figure better without the dress jacket on because they gave him like such a weird or like torso articulation with that. And like you couldn't even move it because it was like the rubbery part on the front. Like they gave you the cuts on the back, but then on the side, it turns into like a solid piece, but it's like a rubbery plastic, but you still can't really articulate it. So having him with just a blue dress shirt it was a pretty good figure. It wasn't too bad. I'm just gonna wait for figure arts. to make one because I ended up selling mine. I'm like, you know what? Let me just wait for Figure Arts. But if I heard the Figma Gojo is really good, um, Nabara, and I heard Yuchi. Their Yuchi's pretty good too. Welcome back, Tom. So I would definitely get a Figma Toji if Figma announced theirs. Oh, I just got my payment request for Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. So that finally released. I need to pay for it. That figure, I think with the shipping is like 14,000 yen. So it's probably like $100, maybe $90. So I got to pay for my Thorfinn. I just paid for my Mafex, is it 2.0 Mando? And then I just paid for the S.H.Figuarts live action Zorro as well. Damn, man. So many figures release every month. It's crazy. Ghost Hive recap episodes are usually made early when they want to save on budget. Yeah, that's definitely true. Or say they're like catching up to the manga or something. Excuse me, or something like that. Snow saying, do you like the third party accessories like the Naruto one with the Sage Mode faces and or the Shuriken? Yes, I tell you, man, third party companies are really taking it to another freaking. They really are. Even just like their figures, a lot of them start out with just accessories. That's how Demonical Fit started out. Beast DTs or Con Studios started out like that. Um, that's how Tunson Arts started out, and now we're getting a freaking Kid Buu and a BoJack Unbound Trunks. It's like hell yeah, dude. So I do love the third party stuff, whether it's a figure or accessories. It's just crazy because back like years back, third party stuff was pretty much the bootleg knockoff stuff, and they were always horrible. Like there still is those companies around, but now third party stuff is just on another freaking level, and they are pretty much on the same level as official toy companies. That's why Beast Deities had or Kong had to change their name because the Machinations, Bandai, whoever, were trying to sue him. So once they changed the name, and then they started giving the stupid animal Beast Deities head sculpts with the stupid hands, so they can avoid getting sued and in trouble. So smart move by them because their stuff sells out like that most of the time. But I love the third party stuff. Ramon Castro. Hey, DD19. Hope you're doing well, sir. I am good, sir. Thank you for asking. Doing very well. Oh, yeah, I also got, uh, after watching the Deadpool 3 trailer, I had the first one where it was more, vibrant. But the one thing I didn't like about that one is he didn't have any guns. This one has 6 freaking guns. So you have I mean, his suit's still red. It's just it has a wash in it. Truthfully, I like the way this looks a lot more. It has a nice, grittier look. Now you can holster his guns and remove them. Then you have another pair of guns with the smoke coming out of the barrel, and another pair with gun blast effects on them. But I mean, I always liked the regular one. The only thing that pissed me off is he had no freaking guns, and these were molded into his legs, I believe, or he just didn't have any. It was one or the other. But what's crazy is there was a you knew like they were doing something because there was a peg hole or something on him. But this Deadpool is a really good figure. If you want to get a movie Deadpool, get this one. It's better than the Marvel Legends and better than their first version because, like I said, the first one does not have any guns at all. I mean, if you have the first one and end up getting this one, then you could share the guns. But this is a really good Deadpool figure. You get what, like 20 alternate hands or something like that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 hands. Then you get the collar that dulls his mutant power too. Oh yeah, and then you get the knife. So you have this one where it's molded in there, or you could swap it out, and then you get a separate one without the handle in it, and then you have the blade too. So it's a really good Deadpool figure. Very nice articulation. Sculpt's really well done. And then like this one, I feel like it's an added bonus because you have a nice like wash or whatever. throughout the figure, so you have added paintwork on it. But very nice Deadpool figure, and I feel like they will make a new one for Deadpool 3, and they better make Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Even though Hasbro did a nice job with their Hugh Jackman Wolverine figures, I want an S.H. Figuarts one. And then this is the 2 pack of Venom and the other dude. I didn't get the wings with it because I don't want them. I just wanted the Venom figure with his hands and head sculpt. And that's all I got. I think I paid like $40 for it, which I don't really care. I mean, I could have got the set for like 60, $65, but I didn't want that other figure. I just wanted Venom. And what's cool about this, it's on the same body as the movie Venom, which is a great body mold for Venom, and it's the same hands pretty much. And then you have the classic Venom logo, then you get the comic accurate head sculpts there. So that's a really cool figure. And then I got the Marvel Legends Marvel Knights blade. And then I also ordered, I think from GPS Lot, a black trench coat with red interior, just like what that blade's wearing. So I'm going to remove the one that's on that blade and give him a proper trench coat. Gustav, Sasuke didn't come with kunai. It came with his fire effect and 4 different serious faces. The kid Sasuke? I know he had the big shuriken. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. Because I know both Naruto's have a kunai. I thought Sasuke had one. I could wait. No, the kid Sasuke, I believe, did have one. Tom, I think with Mezco, Tom, I think with Mezco's leaving in the same pose over time, most fabrics, it starts damaging. That's what I think. I just think it just starts like deteriorating over time. Madara. Only the classic series Sasuke came with a kunai. Classic series, the from the original line. Can Snake Eyes do a hi-ya? He most definitely can if you put your imagination and mind to it. Ramon Castro. What do you think is going on with the S.H. Figuarts JJK line? You think they're letting them cook? Yeah, most likely. They're probably going to announce like 2 new figures and then probably a third or fourth one not too long after. But the 26th, which I believe is Monday, they're doing a live. They're going to reveal Itachi and that weird bird dude guy from Shangri. Thank you for the sub, anime kid. Wait, you never subbed to me? How dare you? But thanks for subbing, if you did just sub. Um, yeah, so they're gonna reveal the Itachi and then the bird dude, where we just got the silhouettes of 2 characters. I feel like they're gonna reveal a new JJK figure then, probably a new One Piece figure then, and maybe that's it, or maybe 2 JJK figures. I mean, they might finally reveal Toji or somebody. I mean, it makes sense. This just released, right? And now we don't. This is a really good figure, by the way. Probably one of my favorites in the line. But we have nothing as of now that's coming out next. So I don't know why, because I know in sales these are starting to sell like crazy. So I don't know if maybe they were close to cutting off the line, or maybe since season 2 sales boosted and they're like, whoa, wait, let's hurry up and make a Toji. Like people really want Toji, so it would be so dumb if they didn't at least make Toji next. But I don't think the line's dead. I think they're just waiting to reveal what's next. But yeah, the line definitely isn't dead. Madara. I guess Shippuden and Sasuke will be telling Madara not coming with them because they never really used them that much. Yeah, it's like everyone like Naruto and everyone who's in like Team 7 and the other teams, I feel like they should all have Kunai. Like Kakashi definitely should have had one. Kakashi's always using one. Why didn't they give him one? It's so stupid. Like to me, that was something dumb that they did. Like instead, they gave him his book again. Like I would have preferred a Kanai because you can only. I'd rather put like Kakashi in a dope like Kanai fighting pose instead of like a walking reading pose or sitting down and reading. You know, I mean, you could grab like a little book accessory really anywhere if you want to have him read a book or something. Glad you got your account back, Anime Kid. Ghost Tab. To be fair, who has a Miles figure with the mask off? I always have my Spider-Man figures. Yeah, same here. Even though I don't mind getting unmasked head sculpts, it's good for like photography and stuff like that, or stop motion, blah blah blah. But I never display them without their mask on. Same with like the Mafex Mandalorian. We have an unmasked Pedro Pascal head. I'm never gonna display him with that. Never. He's always going to have his badass Mandalorian helmet on. Same with comic book characters. I always want my Spider Man figures or Venom with their masks on. For Venom, his symbiote mask. You know, who else? Like specific characters is cool with it. Like Gojo, he just covers his eyes. Same with Kakashi, he covers like half his face, you know, and then you could show his one eye. Gojo, you could have the unmasked head without that little thing over his eyes right there. But characters with masks, especially badass masks, you're going to want them to wear it. And same goes for Miles Morales. You know, it's, but even with that picture they showed, like what I was saying, if you look at the body, it looks like a render. It doesn't look like an actual figure, you know? And like I was trying to look at it, I'm like, that looks like a render. I don't even think that's the actual figure. So, but, but that Miles just doesn't look good. And you know what? I think Tamashii Nations really nailed it with theirs. That one I still need to get. And even Mafex with their Into the Spider Verse Miles Morales. That was a good figure. I did have a break when I had it. Same with their Peter B. Parker, but that I feel like is much better. And then even Sentinel, even though it's a little bit of a bigger scale, they absolutely killed it with their Miles. It's like, Mezco, what are you doing, bro? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. It's like I was just talking to myself. My mom and her husband are out there having a good time. If you hear people in the background. Burgos. What's up, buddy? Another visit to Walmart and still no Goku. Went to Target yesterday also, but still nothing. I don't know where you're at, but it seems like those Gokus are starting to pop up in California in Targets. I feel like Target is your best bet to find that Kaioken Goku. So if you want to get one, I will go around to different Targets. Um, yeah. Ghost Tab. Thoughts. You had to do it. Ghost Tab. You had to do it. Thoughts on the Spawn 2 pack, the one with the luchador mask and Todd McFarlane without shoes. So I figured out what the whole feet thing is, and it's so like weird and kind of like weird. Even though I said weird twice. So the Spawn I don't mind. It's was his original concept for Spawn. Like that's cool. You know, I always respect and like the first designs of characters, you know, before they changed it to what we got. That I don't mind. Yeah, it does look like a luchador. What pisses me off though, really about this set, Todd McFarlane wanted to make sure that he gave himself enough hands and accessories for his figure, but Spawn, he gave the same old effects with the weird trigger finger hands, like he's shooting the effects out with a trigger finger. Like, bro, you can't make an open hand and put a peg hole on it and then give you the effect with a peg and peg it in or something, or even give me a molded hand with that effect, which you've done before. So it's like you couldn't even have done that. They even could have reused that hand from who had it? Their Witcher, their video game Witcher figure. I wouldn't have minded if he turned that flame into the green energy, and then you can make it look like he's shooting it out. Like you couldn't update any of his effects. Like that's one thing that annoys me, and he just keeps giving you the same like gripping hand So it looks like he's holding them instead of him like actually shooting them out. Like, come on, dude. And then another thing, you couldn't give him a pair of fists. Still, you could not give him a pair of fists. I think the only Spawn figures that had a pair of fists were the Kickstarter ones. But it's like, dude, come on, bro. So he has the two gripping hands, and then he has a left fist, and then he kind of has like a grippy type hand, but his hands are kind of open, or these two fingers are out. That's a pretty cool hand. Like, why couldn't you give us a pair of the fist and then the open hands? You know, your figure has six alternate hands. You have the badge that goes around the neck. He has a notebook. He has a pen or a microphone, and then he has like a pen holding hand, and then he has the alternate feet. So the alternate feet, like it's fine. You're making a figure of yourself because you are an established. Your name is established in the comic community, and I mean you created Spawn. All right, that's fine. But the whole feet thing, he does it for people who have a foot fetish. That's what the feet are for. For people who have a foot fetish. Hmm. What a great accessory to give them. You know, I'd rather have that than a pair of fists with Spawn, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks, Todd. Thanks. The anime kid. It doesn't look good. The Miles is pretty bad. Yeah, the Miles Morales from Mezco just. Who knows if they're gonna retweak some things or not? Because it seems like oh, the Terrifier. Yes, Tom. That was the other thing they showed off. But yeah, I doubt they're gonna retweak stuff. I mean, who knows though? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Tom, that's right. They showed off the clown from the Terrifier. I never saw those movies, but people seem to really like them. So kind of cool that they're doing that. Madara, someone needs to make a 112 scale ninja accessory pack that could be used with figures like GI Joe and Naruto. I mean, yeah, that would be pretty cool. You know, there are some dope ninjas out there. I mean, that's not a bad idea for a customizer. I don't think any like specific company would do that unless they have ninja characters, you know? I mean, I could see maybe like the articulated icons, but I mean, once you buy one of their ninja figures, you have like every ninja accessory you need to tell you the truth. And those aren't bad figures, actually. Um, wasn't the goggles the OG look? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I always thought this was the OG look, and the goggles were more of like a newer thing. What the hell? Oh, these are like falling out of the box. But I always liked the goggles look a little bit more. To me, that felt more ninja than like a big visor. It's like the visor thing reminds me of someone wearing a motorcycle helmet. I mean, it's still fine, you know, but I always thought the goggles were a better look. Like my Hasbro one, I know they eventually made the goggles one, but the very first Snake Eyes they did, right? Which I believe was their first figure. He had visor, so I got a custom head sculpt of Snake Eyes with the goggles for that figure, and it looks so much more cooler with the one with the goggles. Uh, but Madara, you know who I wish someone would make a freaking Raizo from Ninja Assassin. I know some of you probably saw that short of like my most wanted, some of my most wanted figures that aren't like anime characters and stuff, but Raizo from Ninja Assassin would be such a dope figure, man. And they could do two or three different versions of him, but they could hook him up with accessories as well. It's a shame because movies from like the 90s to the end of the 2000s, even like 2010, 2011 too, those characters or movie characters got missed out being made into figures because of the time it came out in. Figure companies try to stay up to date. I mean, some of them go back and make older stuff like NECA, Mafex. Figure Arts really never does that at all. They just want to do what's current and popular and make money, money, money. Um, but even like third party companies, I feel like if we'll ever get a Raizo, from Ninja Assassin, it'll be a third party company. or Mafex. Like there's some companies that do go back and do that stuff, but there's so many dope movie characters they can make figures of. Like even the movie Constantine, Keanu Reeves. How cool would that be? You know what I'm saying? So that came out in like 2005. Ninja Assassin was like 2009. Even the original Blade, 99. You can make each blade from each movie. You know what I mean? People would buy the shit out of that. You know what I would like? A gladiator, Russell Crowe's character. That would be a sick figure. You can make his version of him when he was like the leader or captain, whatever, of the army. Then you could do his gladiator version when he was fighting in the gladiator battles. You know that there's and they could do more characters too. People would eat that shit up. And I feel like stuff like that would be more aimed at third party companies because they go back and make stuff like that, which is another reason why I love third party stuff. Plus, they make badass figures. Like the V for Vendetta stuff that came out sometime in the mid or late 2000s. I think it was like 2007 or 8 or something. And yeah, I think two different third party companies went back and made it because that's another dope character too. Anime kid, show us the figs you got in the mail. I don't wanna. So so I did get the Marvel Knights, Marvel Legends Blade. I have them in a bag right now. I did get this Venom, which it's pretty much the movie Venom, just with a comic head sculpt, and then you have the classic Venom logo on him. But this is a great body mold for Venom. And you have the teeth smiling head sculpt, and then the open mouth one. I feel like they reused this from the old Toy Biz Venom head sculpt. But like I said, this body mold's perfect for Venom. You get a pair of fists, a pair of open hands, just like the movie Venom. But it's such a dope figure. And like I said, I love the Marvel Legends movie Venom, and that figure is just as awesome. I also got the Deadpool 2, the second version, where he has like that wash. What's funny is they're trying to make him look like the X Force version, like at the end of the movie, but there's no gray on the red at all. It just looks like a grittier Deadpool suit. But this is the one that comes with the guns. The original one did not come with any guns. And this is the best movie Deadpool figure, hands down. Best comic Deadpool figure, I think, is Mafex. But once again, that one, for some reason, they did not give you guns with his figure. And then I also got the Mezco Snake Eyes here. This thing is so cool, man. It's more of like the retro look for Snake Eyes, which I don't mind. But it seems like I mean, it is retro-y, but it does have some other cool aspects to it, like the boots. I mean, Nesco is very, very good when it comes to paint, sculpt detail, and accessories. That's one of the things I love about Nesco, especially the accessories. Their cloth clothing doesn't always hit home runs, but most of the time they do look good. I feel like on Spider-Man figures, it really never turns out that good, because it's just skin tight spandex. I think for characters like that, it's hard for the cloth clothing to look good and natural, But I mean, some of them aren't horrible, but I feel like cloth clothing on 112 figures works most of the time, and also depends the type of clothing too. But they usually do a very nice job with the cloth clothing and stuff like that. Their weakest point, I feel like, is their articulation, but the articulation on that Snake Eyes, pretty basic, but he does have really nice ankle joints. Like Mezco's ankle joints. I mean, some figures have nice joints, ankle joints like that, but a lot of them have crappy ankle joints. But man, this thing is so dope. I'm a huge Snake Eyes fan. I've said multiple times I love anything that's like ninjas, samurai, and stuff like that. So whenever a figure company makes a Snake Eyes, I gotta get it. It's freaking Snake Eyes. What my light's kind of bugging out over there. Oh, what's going on there, light? But that's all I got yesterday and today. Stop it, you damn light. Uh, I did just pay for my Mafex 2.0 or 3.0 Mandalorian, whatever the new one is. and my S.H.Figuarts live action Zorro. I did also buy the PW Toys Storm Shadow from the first GI Joe movie. I thought I was gonna get that today, but I'll probably get it Monday or Tuesday or something. And oh yeah, with the blade. Now we know Marvel Legends never uses cloth goods, but what I did is I got from GPS Lot, I got a black trench coat with a red interior to give to my Marvel Legends blade figure. Ghost Todd was the movie GI Joe Resol. Oh yes, I think that was it. The one that had a very anime look to it. Gomer Snake Eyes has a grayish suit. I believe that's it. I think that's the one I was talking about. Sam Brock. Thoughts on the Fallout games that made it. Oh, Fallout. I was thinking of. Wait, isn't there a movie of a new game coming out? I don't think that was Fallout though. But you're talking about games. I'm not too big with games. Like I don't have a gaming system right now. I mean, I do love playing games, but before I just never had time to play them. Um, but they're making a TV series from Fallout. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw the teaser for it. What's the other one that has Kevin Hart in it? They just dropped the trailer a couple days ago. It has Kevin Hart, Kate Blanchett's in it. Shit, what is that game? I mean, the movie trailer didn't look too bad. Is that it, Fallout? No. Is it? I could have sworn it was something else. You guys are probably saying what it is. Yo, what's up, Super Mario Zilla? Madara, I'm hoping the Naruto movie will be the Zabuza and Haku arc as a pilot for a live action Naruto series. I mean, that'd be a good idea if they did it as a movie, and then if it did good, they turned it into like a series. Because it would definitely need a series, or there's gonna it's gonna have movies as much as like Fast and Furious. Ramon Castro. I'm currently watching the live action of Avatar that just came out. It's pretty good, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm on episode two right now. I'm in the middle of episode two, and I like it more than the live action movie so far. I though never watched the animated series, but I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, there's a couple things that aren't the best, but overall, I'm enjoying it more than not enjoying it at the moment. How many episodes is it? I was trying to think how many episodes it is. But yeah, I'm in the middle of episode two. I know Avatar is not an anime, but it's heavily inspired by anime. Yeah, I've heard that, and a lot of people told me to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated series. But has anybody else been watching it? I'm a little behind on comments though, so. Also hoping the upcoming Power Rangers reboot will be good. They're rebooting Power Rangers again? Are they making it a movie? Because they really dropped the ball with the last one. Like, what I didn't like about, like, I thought all the Power Rangers characters and actors were fine and everything, but like the end battle, like Goldar was so stupid, just some gold blob humanoid looking thing, and then when all these Zords came together and then they all fell down in like the volcano. You don't even see them transform into oh my god, I can't even think of the main thing. Megazord? Megazord. You don't even see them transform into the Megazord with all their Zords. It's like, bro, that was one of the coolest things when you watched the original show. When you were a kid, you were like, yeah, yeah, they're all gonna transform into Megazord. And then all their Zords fall in the pit with like lava at the bottom, and then all of a sudden it just rises up. Like, what the hell pushed it up? The lava? When it start like disintegrating the Megazord, but you don't even get to see it transform into the Megazord. It's like, bro, man, you guys dropped the effing ball. just with that right there. But yeah, I didn't like how Goldar was. I thought this woman was good as Rita. I liked that. She was very creepy and played her pretty well. But yeah, they definitely could have done a much better job with it. The putties I thought were fine, how they were more like rocks instead of doing that stupid sound. That was so stupid in the old show. Um, but hopefully the new movie will be good, you know? I do want to watch the thing Bat and the Sun's doing. It's like his version of Power Rangers, and the last thing Jason David Frank filmed. And I know he made figures of Jason David Frank's character and his character, who's the villain. Um, I was tempted to get it, but I never pre-ordered it. It's probably still up for pre-order, but I want to watch that whenever Bat and the Sun gets that finished, because I know they've been editing and editing for so long. Seeing Brock, how did you like Ghost in the Shell live action? I know there was controversy about Scarlett Johansson playing the Asian main character. Um, that's another one where I never watched the anime, but I thought the movie was all right. I mean, I didn't hate it. It wasn't like my favorite thing, but I didn't think it was horrible or anything like that. But yeah, I remember the whole controversy with that. Ghost Top, did you end up pre-ordering the Figuarts live action Nami figure? The one with Tom Holland face sculpt. Yeah, they. I'm gonna pre-order it just because I'm trying to support the One Piece line in any way, but I just want to get it because I'm collecting that line at the moment. If I don't know why they don't retweak the face sculpt or add more. Maybe it just needs more paint detail. Somebody before said her bangs seem like they're too low. That could also be something that's messing up the face. But yeah, the face is definitely off. Like you see her slightly in it, but Emily Rudd's pretty, and that figure is not pretty. It's a shame too, especially when you're a company like Tamashi Nations. How are you screwing up a face sculpt that bad? But remember this: when the first Black Widow Scarlett Johansson figure was announced, the same thing happened exactly. Even I thought, just like with this Emily Radnami, I was like, that looks nothing like Scarlett Johansson. I was pissed off because you're messing up Scarlett Johansson's face, goddamn. And it just looks so bad with the promotional images. Even the on display images look bad too. But then when it released and you got it in hand, it looked just like her. So it could be something similar to that, or it could be as bad as it looks. But like I said, I am gonna get it. Plus, you get the smiling Luffy face, which I don't know why they made us smile like in a triangle shape. It's so odd. And then they gave Zoro another basic stern face, but with his bandana on, because we do get two head sculpts with the live action Zoro. So you get the one without the head sculpt with a basic stern face. Then you get the bandana head sculpt, but the sword looks like it's molded into the mouth because that's how it comes in the packaging. So Nami, it's like they're trying to sweeten the pot for her release. Like, look, you get a new live action Zoro head sculpt and live action Luffy head sculpt, and it's like, geez, you guys got to do that to make people want to buy that figure. Meanwhile, you could have just put that much more detail and added another freaking face sculpt for Emily Rudd Nami to make people just want to buy it because she was freaking great as Nami. She was probably one of the better actors as a Straw Hat or in that live action series. To me, her and Anaki Godoy, I think, did the best out of all the Straw Hats. McKenna was pretty good, but I feel like there was just something missing with him, or he was making Zorro like Zorro's serious, but even pre time skip, he did laugh a lot more compared to post time skip. But I feel like McKenna is a great actor. Like I said, he killed it as Inishi in the Rurouni Kenshin, the final movie. But there's something missing with Zorro. Jacob Ramiro Gibson's all right as Usopp. Oh yeah, Taz Skylar killed it as Sanji too. I forgot. Taz Skylar absolutely killed it as Sanji. All right, he's another one who did great. I feel like McKenna needs to work on something with. There's something just missing with his Zoro. Like I liked him in the series. I think he did pretty good as Zoro for the most part. And then Jacob Ramiro Gibson, I feel like he did good, but I feel like he needs to freak out more, like when bad stuff happens. I feel like he's not freaking out enough, like how Usopp does. You guys know what I mean? Like him and McKenna are doing good jobs, but I feel like they could add a little bit more to their characters to bring those character traits and personalities out a little bit more, kind of like what Inaki Godoy does, what Taz Skylar does, and especially what Emily Red does. But yeah, even though her figure, the face sculpt looks horrendous, I'm still gonna get it, and hopefully it'll look better in hand. Ooh, CM Brock said, "What if we get a Predator versus Wolverine movie? Since they're owned by Disney, you do have a point there." And Bat in the Sun did do a Wolverine versus the Predator, which was freaking awesome. But how dope of a movie would that be? I didn't even think of that. I totally forgot. Yeah, Disney owns the rights now to Aliens and Predators, so they could do something like that. Would they? I don't know. I really don't know if they would, but that would be awesome if they did something like that and did it right. Yeah, that would be freaking sick as hell. Ghost Todd Predators with Adam Brody. Brody? Yeah, I think that's his name, right? It was a pretty cool movie. It had Fat Morpheus and Topher Grace was the villain. Yeah, Topher Grace fooled me throughout the movie. I kept wondering, I'm like, why the hell? I remember seeing that in theaters and really enjoying it. And I'm like, why the hell is he on this island? He's just acting like his character in every movie. And then come to find out he's like a sicko serial killer. That's why he was thrown in with that group. He was like a sneaky Jeffrey Dahmer type serial killer, which was cool though, because he's a predator. He hunts down humans and kills them in a sick, twisted way. But I thought that was a really cool twist with his character. But yeah, that movie I really did enjoy a lot. You had a lot of like elite humans, predators fighting against predators, which was really cool. They did a really, really good job with that. And before Prey, that was the only Predator movie that was good, like really good. Like Alien vs Predator was okay. Requiem, worst movie with aliens or predators, but had the best Yautja Predator in it. Predator Wolf or Wolf Predator, best one out of all the films. Just I don't know why the people who did that movie were so dumb, making the scenes so dark you couldn't even see anything. And then yet the human characters, oh my god, don't even get me started with them. Oh my god. CM Brock. No, Mezco made them. Wait, what? What are we talking about? What's up, JP Collectors? With the custom capes. Why, thank you. Which ones did you get, or which one did you get? Well, you said capes, so you must have got two or more. Madara, imagine if Anime Heroes and Marvel Legends makes Toji before S.H.Figuarts. Oh, you're saying Mezco made that CM Brock? Is that what you were talking about? I mean, I could see Anime Heroes doing it. Marvel Legends definitely wouldn't, but I could see Anime Heroes making a Toji before Figure Arts if Figure Arts wants to keep dragging their feet. Arel, Arel, DD, where did you get your Berserk cape? Which one? Is it the one with the hood and then it's tattered on the bottom? This one? I mean, I didn't tatter this one, but is it? Because I don't have it on my figure. But yeah, you just wrap this piece around his neck, but you put the hood on first and then wrap this over it, and it's tattered on the bottom. Is that what you're talking about? Because we do make these and sell these, if that's the Berserk cape you're talking about. Anime Kid, I forgot to comment, but I'm here. Ghost Top, did you watch the Demon Slayer movie episode in the theater yet? Yeah, I saw it Thursday. It was good. It wasn't like Swordsmith Village arc because we had the really cool Upper Moon meeting, which is what I look forward to the most with that last year. This year, um, it's mainly just the story progressing. It's really the beginning of the end. So this is the beginning of the final arc, pretty much, and it's everybody knows it because now we know Muzan wants Nezuko because Nezuko can walk in the sun, and that's what Muzan wanted. That the spider lily, that blue spider lily flower, he wanted that because he thought that could help him be able to walk in the sun and not die from it and disintegrate. But then at the end of the Swordsmith Village arc, we see that Nezuko, she does start burning, but then we find out that she doesn't die and she survives it, and now she can walk around in the sun as a demon, which demons cannot do, pretty much like vampires. So the Demon Slayer Corps, the Hashira have a meeting, and they're saying like the war's gonna begin, and you do see demons like gathering around, um, like where the Infinity Castle is and stuff. So I don't want to like give away stuff, but you do see Obanai and Sanami. They start off the episode, right? So you do get to see them fight like these no-name demons, which is cool because we never seen them fight, and they're pretty much after after them. The only one we really didn't see fight is Guillaume, which is the strongest Hashira. You will see all of them fight at some point, but it's cool seeing because Obanai is one of my favorites. After Tengen, Obanai is my second favorite Hashira. Sanami is like the Vegeta or the Bakugo of the Hashira, but they're both really strong, and it was just cool seeing them take out some demons. But most of that opening or premiere episode, it was an hour. It was more like comedy with like our main crew, Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and it's funny when Zenitsu first sees Nezuko because she's out in the sun and he starts freaking out and she's talking and stuff. So that was funny. There's a lot of funny moments in it. But if you're not like a hardcore Demon Slayer fan, you could just wait for it to come out when season four starts streaming and stuff like that. But I'm like a big Demon Slayer fan, so I had to go see it. It was still fun though, and they don't make you watch every opening credit and closing credit. You get it once, and then you get it at the end. But it was good. If you love Demon Slayer, I do recommend go seeing it. Gage Edwards, the real type Deadpool, I like a little better, mainly because it comes with these heart-shaped eyes that just suit Deadpool perfectly. Yeah, that is true. He does have the heart-shaped eyes. Because I did have the original. I never got the 2.0. Madara. Was that you, CM Brock? Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Let me see. Oh, God, I am so far behind. Yeah, thanks, CM Brock. Mezco made Destro. Oh, that's what you were talking about with Mezco made them. Made Destro. And okay, because I was asking if they made any other GI Joes that released. They're remaking Firefly Duke, and you know about Storm Shadow Ray. Yeah, the Firefly I was tempted to get. I never liked Duke as a character. Um, but yeah, the ninjas I always have to get. So Storm Shadow, I did pre-order, and then of course Snake Eyes. And then I think the only other Mezco figure I have on pre-order is that Ninja Turtle Team and T set. But man, I'm really far behind my comments. But thanks again for the donation, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I totally forgot. I totally forgot they did Destro because he was first. That's right. Then Roadblock. Yeah, and then after Snake Eyes, we'll get Firefly, Duke, and then I guess Storm Shadow would be last. But yeah, I always like Firefly. Man, I was really far behind. far behind on comments. Holy guacamole. Where was I? Oh, there we go. I'm getting I'm getting the knockoff for custom. What knockoff are you getting, Madara? Bunny, can you make a pose with Venom? I can. I could have let's see, maybe doing like a jumping punching pose. Let's see here, Venom. And then maybe that. Or should I do this one up? Oh, actually, you could do something like this. You could put him in something like that. There we go. Like a jumping punching pose. Because I have his accessories over there. But it is a really nice figure. Like I said, it's the same body mold as the movie figure. The only difference is you get the comic head sculpt, so you get two of those, and then you have the classic Venom logo right there, you know? But yeah, this body mold for Venom is really great though. Stuns clean. Guess you're talking about the Snake Eyes figure or Deadpool? Gage Edwards, Madara. Oh, you're talking Madara. Morpho Legends, Madara. Yeah, they never will, but yeah, anime heroes could definitely make a Toji since they make JJK stuff. Okay, so all right, the bird. Yeah, yeah, I know who the bird face dude is. I know who he is now, Ghost Todd. Before I wasn't sure. Gage Edwards, I need Toji, please. I have no JJK figures. I'm waiting for Toji or Sukuna in his real form. Yeah, they probably won't make that Sukuna for a while until we see him in anime. But Toji, I feel like we'll probably see very, very soon in figure arts. Ghost Tab, the Sukuna figure arts should have come with a chair because that's how useful. Oh, the Sakura. I said Sukuna. The Sakura come with a chair because that's how useful she was in the anime. Oh no. Gage Edwards. Sucks that they didn't give Ichigo his hollow mask. That's the only reason I haven't bought the SH Ichigo. I pre-ordered the reissue, but I feel like they should make a new version of Ichigo. If you watch Thousand Year Blood War, then you know what I'm talking about. They should also make a new version of Byakuya, a new version of Renji, and Rukia? Yeah. Stuns Zed. What is your favorite figure that you have? Oh, come on, man. That's hard. I mean, this is probably biased. I would have to name a couple. It's hard to just name one. But like looking at stuff on my shelf right now, which isn't much, Buzzmod Akaza would be one of mine just because I'm a bit biased because he's my favorite character. S.H.Figuarts Kakashi is another one. I love the S.H.Figuarts cooler. Uh, there's a lot, definitely a lot of stuff. But it's hard. It's always hard to just say one figure. I'd always have to give off a few names when it comes to something like that. Madara, and my dog farted, and my dog just farted. Yay! Ah, that's like my dog. I tell you, man, most dogs you never hear their farts. Some of them you do, but most of them you don't. But man, those things stink. Ghost Todd, gotta respect Todd and making a figure of himself at the same shit quality as the rest of his other figures. Ooh, ooh, that is true. But he made sure his face sculpt looked like him, which, and then you compare that to like his Henry Cavill Superman. But the other thing with that, because when I made a post, I posted like some comments I saw on Facebook, and then I saw someone say that people saying that are probably the same people who bought those Marvel Legends or Hasbro figures where you could 3D print your face and then they put it on like Stormtrooper or whatever, like Mandalorian or something. I see what he was saying. Like he was saying there as like their egos just like Todd's, or they're narcissistic or something. But I see what he was saying, but that's different. They're doing that just for their own collection, for their own figure. You know, Todd McFarlane's doing it to sell to thousands of people out there. So there was a difference with that. But there's nothing wrong with someone doing like that. Like I said, he has established his name in the comic world, so it's fine. I mean, Hasbro did it with the Black Series, George Lucas. They've done it in Marvel Legends with Stan Lee, so Todd was probably like, "Why not I do it with myself in a two pack with Spawn?" You know, it's fine that he's doing that, but I I don't collect those things. You know, even when they did the George Lucas Stanleys, I don't care for stuff like that. There are people who do, and that's awesome, man. Gage Edwards. Gear 5 Luffy S.H.Figuarts is going to be awesome. Yeah, I think it will. I just saw an on display image at one of their pop up stores in Asia somewhere, and they had his rubbery arm effect like kind of squiggled, and it looked really cool. I know a lot of people are worried that it's going to damage over time. I really don't think it will. Exactly, goes Top. When they did Stanley, that wasn't Stanley's figure company. Same with George Lucas. That wasn't his figure company. That's Todd McFarlane's figure company that's freaking named after him, too. So I understand what people were saying with that. But yeah, they did the Stan Lee one, but the name of the company wasn't Stanley Legends and his company. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what I said. Gustav, the Russell Crowe Gladiator figure could come with a cell phone for the figures. No, it could come with an airplane that you could put in the sky. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Sorry, meaning Starburst. A lot of the X-Men '97 figures are coming out as series. It's about to premiere. Wait, coming out. It's coming out as the series is about to premiere. Do you plan to get any of them? Yeah, I'm gonna get the Nightcrawler. I hope they do Sabretooth. They better. Because that two pack with Wolverine wasn't Sabretooth from the '97 series, right? I do want to get that Sabretooth, though. It's like shit. But I don't want the Wolverine. Too many Wolverine figures. Um, Nightcrawler, I'm going to get. And I think I'm going to get the Executioner just because I forgot like who he is and his powers or whatever, but the figure and his character design looks really cool. Hello, Natasha Ortega. A ghost? What are you talking about? My significant other. Natasha, do you have Ultra Instinct Goku? I used to have the one they released last year or something, but the one that just released, I didn't get it yet, but I do plan to. Madara, really want PW Toys Electro. Yeah, they're doing a Jamie Foxx one, right? That did look pretty cool. A Ghost Tab. Is that what I said? Ghost Tab? Burgos. Hopefully, Nin Nin ships out my Kaido next week. Oh yeah, Borderlands. That's what it was. That's the series of a trailer just dropped. Yeah, Kaido did just release in Japan, so yours should be shipping. Yeah, Borderlands did give me a very Guardians of the Galaxy vibe from the trailer. Like, it reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy 100%. Sorry, I want to eat some Starburst. Anybody want a strawberry one? They're rebooting Power Rangers. Oh, the TV show. Hello, Scout. I almost said Scott. Shout out my friend Greg. Yo, Greg. Scout, what is this about? We just talk about whatever. Anime, action figures, movies, comic book shit. You know, John Paul said, shout out my friend Greg. Shout out to your friend Greg. But I think you left already. That's what happens when you don't wait around. Get the heck out of here. Uh, Matter, I have a feeling S.H.Figuarts will make live action Naruto figures when the movie comes out. It's definitely a possibility. I mean, I was surprised they were doing the live action One Piece stuff, so it's definitely a possibility. You know, I think that's really the only live action anime figure arts has ever even touched on. Ghost Hive, do you think Power Rangers reboot will also revolve around Krispy Kreme? They better have something in it just to acknowledge that. Super Mario Zilla, why do I always say Ziller? Tamashii, probably because I'm reading it fast. Tamashii Nations has been half-assing face sculpts in live action. Yeah. And you know what? They even have the freaking 3D printing tech, and they still F shit up. Like, how, dude? How? Madara. Betting S.H.Figuarts next Naruto release will be Pain, Rock Leroy, Shikamaru, and Gara. What about Madara? You forgot Madara. Maybe Tsunade and Kid Sakura. I feel like we'll get Zabuza too. Possibly Madara. Ghost Tab. I like the actors that played Cody and Buggy a lot. They were the highlights for me in the show. Hey, what's up, Danato? Um, yeah, the guy who played Buggy, Jeff Ward, he was really good. Really good. Definitely exceeded expectations. The guy who played Mihawk was spot on too. Hated the guy they chose from Ben Beckham. Why did you do Ben Beckham that freaking dirty in live action? Why? Like, I'm sure the dude's a good actor, but he's not Ben Beckman, man. Come on, dude. He's all like overweight for Ben Beckman. Doesn't even look like him. They gave him the gray hair before the time skip. He's supposed to have it after the time skip. Like, come on, dude. To me, that was one of their biggest fails. You know, it's such a little thing. That was like one of the biggest fails in the live action. But a lot of the characters were spot on. And you guys hear that Inaki Godoy and Jacob Ramiro Gibson wants Danny DeVito in season 2. I think they want him to play shit, what's his name? The bad king that was on Chopper's Island. The guy who ate the chomp chomp fruit. Oh, what's his name? Tell me that guy isn't perfect for Danny DeVito to play. Because he's short, kind of like pudgy. And he sounds just like Danny DeVito. How perfect casting would that be? I know Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be playing Dr. Correa. 100%. Ow, bit my tongue. Denito. He said, if they officially announce Itachi, does that make me a prophet? It does. For those of you who weren't here the day before yesterday on the live, Denito said he had a dream. I forgot what it was exactly, but you saw the new S.H.Figuarts Itachi, but the window of the box was blurred out, so you couldn't really see it. And then after the live, they teased that picture of the silhouette of Itachi. So it's kind of funny that that happens. So next time you have a dream like that, you must say it on the live. Oh, the knockoff Deadpool. Okay, Madara. Funny thing is, my friend did a few 3D printed action figure heads of myself, and it looked just like me. Like it's fine if you get it of yourself and just have it in your collection. It doesn't make you narcissistic or anything. I mean, you're not going around trying to sell it to other collectors and stuff. He did one for you from Marvel Legends, another from Apex, and one for Figure Arts. Do you have them on any figures? Ghost Todd, 3D printing your face is fine. You are paying for it. It's like taking a picture of your face in a cutoff board in the park. Yeah, exactly. Madara also remembered the same friend made a custom figure of that one girl in Toronto that threw a chair off her balcony onto the highway a while back. He sold it for a decent amount of money. What the heck? I don't even remember that. Oh, I am. I'm caught up. I'm caught up with the comments. Madara. I remember he made it using Legends. I'm so you Black Widow. 2005 Mezco Wonder Woman. Ghost Tab Starburst. Make your throat dry. Also, don't don't care for the hard candy. Chewing candy's fine. Yeah, I like chewing candy better too. Like Skittles for the cherry. A chair from a WWE figure. Okay. Ghost Tab. The character that ate the chum chop fruit. Yes, was Wapple. No, he's too perfect for Wapple. He can't be Chopper. He's too perfect for Wapple. Chopper either needs to be CGI or a puppet like what they did with Baby Yoda or Grogu. I feel like that's the only way they could really do Chopper. And Chopper needs to have like that high pitched voice or where he sounds like a kid. Chopper doesn't have like a deep voice like what Danny DeVito has. Danny DeVito is Chopper. Oh no. No. I think I was watching something where I was reading something where they were thinking, is that who they want him to play? Danny DeVito have him play Chopper? And then they brought up the Wapple thing after. I'm like, holy shit, that's right. Madara, I have the Legends one on Homecoming Peter Parker, but haven't decided what to put the Mayfix into. Oh, of your custom head sculpts. Nice, so you put it on a Spider-Man figure. Very nice. Ghost Tab. Company owners shouldn't make action figures of themselves. Just text WWE former owner, Vince McMahon. Yeah, Vince McMahon. It's crazy because all these guys were big name people. They get away with stuff for so long. Then when they hit that retirement age, then they get in trouble. Bill Cosby. I mean, he did some years in prison, but now he got out. But he's like too old. Vince McMahon. He's pretty much 80, and now he's getting in trouble with shit. I mean, tell you the truth, what he's getting in trouble for right now is nothing compared to what he did for Superfly Jimmy Snuka. He covered up a murder and paid off the Whitehall police in Pennsylvania. What's funny is I would drive past that police department all the time because I lived in that area. I never knew that they took a payoff to let somebody get off of a murder. I'm curious how much Vince McMahon paid them too. Like it, because if you ever watched that Dark Side of the Ring episode, I never knew this about uh, Jimmy Snuka, and I never knew Vince McMahon paid off the police to cover up the murder that Jimmy did. He murdered his girlfriend. He would always beat her, and then I guess he beat her so bad, it gave her like contusions and just it killed her. And he tried to tell police that it was raining out and she was running back into the car, slipped, and her head banged off the corner of the curb. But they're saying the way her head was, there's no way that could happen to your head from slipping and falling back and hitting your head. They said it looked like somebody beat the shit out of her. So she ended up dying, and they have Jimmy Snuka in the police station, and I guess he must have called Vince McMahon or somebody because he was with another wrestler when this happened too. And this was back in the like 80s or late 70s or so. I think it was early 80s. But so Superfly Jimmy Snuka, he was Vince McMahon's biggest main attraction at that time. It had to have been early 80s. So he was in the police station. Then all of a sudden, Vince McMahon comes in. They're in the interrogation room. They let McMahon in there. He walks in there with a briefcase and then walks out with Superfly Jimmy Snuka and no briefcase. Hmm, little suspicious. So, like, what Vince McMahon's getting in trouble for now, I feel like is nothing compared to that whole Superfly Jimmy Snuka thing, man. All right, Anime Kid. Enjoy the rest of your evening. What do we got here? Madara, live action Chopper should be like the live action Detective Pikachu or Sonic. Just have him be a realistic CGI and get the original voice actor to voice him. Oh yeah, yeah, they could do that, definitely. Ghost Type, people getting outed as they get older makes sense. Their contacts or pull they had are either retired or dead. Yeah, that is true. Danato, I heard that tomorrow Bandai is going to do a live stream. If tomorrow's the 26th, then yeah, they are. So they're gonna reveal the Itachi and then that bird dude, and I feel like they're gonna reveal some more things. Ghost have so they can't put it under the rug. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's probably why. Madara Bandai's doing a live stream tomorrow. They're going to reveal Itachi. That they are, and it's possible they'll reveal another Naruto figure. I feel like they'll reveal some JJK stuff. Maybe new Dragon Ball. I think they're going to reveal a few things, but they're just teasing us with the Itachi and Blue Birdman dude. That's what I'm going to call him. Live act goes to how live action Pokemon had money to do good CGI. One Piece doesn't have enough money to make a good figure arts. I mean, to look like a girl. It does look like the figure does look like a dude. But what's crazy, they should have enough money to do a chopper like CGI because I think they're getting like an extra 5 million or 6 million in the budget with what they already got with like season one. I feel like they could have gave them maybe a little bit more. Madara, yeah, I'm going to get the bootleg Kakashi. Good idea. Put it on a Kakashi, definitely, dude. But my dog, I think he's starting to get antsy. You know what that means? Got to go give him a walkaroo. What's up there, bud? Oh yeah, here I took the thing off my Luffy tattoo, the ink bag. So this dude just so good at freaking artwork, man. So what he's doing, why it looks like that, he wants to make it look like it's kind of blown around in the wind. Once I have the other wanted posters, it'll look like a swirl, I guess. So you can see he added stuff there. He put like shading on the bottom, right over here as well. So it's gonna look like either smoke or like winds all going around it. And I might do something with Smoker to make it look like the smoke's doing it from Smoker. Luffy, chill out. But yeah, he it looks exactly like the wanted poster. This dude is so goddamn good. And then the pictures that he drew for Zoro and Sanji look exactly like Zoro's wanted poster. And the one looks exactly like Sanji, but I just took a picture of Sanji. There's another wanted poster. It was just Sanji that kind of looked like that with a cigarette in his mouth. So I switched his wanted poster picture to that because I don't want that goofy one. Yeah, it's funny, but I don't want that tattooed on my arm, you know? All right. Like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gustav. I would love if they use a sock puppet for Chopper. Oh God, it's just Mr. Sacco, but it looks like Chopper. But I'm gonna wrap up the video live here, everybody. It looks great. Reminds me of the wanted posters from Eye Catches in the East Blue Arc with all those tattoos. It's remind me of the MC of the way of the husband hold anime. I don't know what anime that is. Yeah, so I think after the wanted posters, I'm gonna do Tengen Uzui over here, but I'm gonna have it where you guys will see. I have a lot more things that I want to do, and he's gonna color in my Bardock too. So yeah, I can't wait to get more stuff done. But thanks again for joining the live, guys. Thank you again, CM Brock, for the donation if you're still in here. And yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I'll try to go live again. I might not be able to tomorrow. I'll probably do it Tuesday. So yeah. But I will see you guys later and check out my latest YouTube shorts. They're pretty funny. Well, the last one is.